Hey guys, gamer of gamers in the zone, and welcome to another episode of Epic Battle Fantasy IV. Last episode, we defeated the boss of the waste disposal plant, and we finally got our hands on the hammer, allowing us to smash boulders. So, we can now return to some previous areas here and get our hands on some things. Oh wow, you found the hammer. I guess we can count on you to clear all the cracked boulders around here then. We can finally reach all those chests we missed. So yes, using the hammer, we can find a bunch of stuff and reach many things we could not reach before. There's the Frozen Tears bow. We weren't able to reach that before. But yeah, this will be a good opportunity to just take the time to revisit some places we haven't been to in a while. And really take the time to open up some paths, now that we're able to. So there's a slime kitty right over there, so maybe I'll take the time to... And there's a bit of an boss encounter. Well, not really much of a boss, but a few dangerous enemies. We got more of the eyeballs and the obsidian idols. Are these guys weak to bombs? Well, they kind of are. They're weak to water and ice attacks, so why don't we get Matt out for this? And we focus a lot on... Let's start by having Matt cast Flood on the eyeballs. Pretty sure the eyes are more dangerous, so we'll want to focus our attacks on them. Natalie can use decently powered ice attacks, so it'll be useful for her to do that. And then why don't we cast Aqua Arrow on one of the obsidian idols, which wasn't as powerful as I thought it would be. Of course, they all focus their attacks on Anna. Well, except that one. Alright, moving on. Let's just keep this formula going. And this should take them down. I should think about saving up for that widespread attack, and that happens. They aren't too weak to lightning though, so we can cast this spell to take out the eye and deal some decent damage to everyone else. Alright. We're beginning to run low on health, so why don't we whip out Lance at this time. Anna, you start focusing on healing yourself, using your abilities. Oh, that's right, I forgot about refresh. I'll make sure to do that next time. For now, though, let's keep focusing on attacking these guys, because water is highly effective against them. And then why don't we go with a widespread attack? These guys aren't weak to airstrikes. They're also... Oh, high chance of burning because it's dangerous for them. Okay. Let's go with Shockwave on these guys. Nice. Lucky hit there. And another lucky hit there. And another lucky random chance. Allowing some really good opportunities here to get some good hits in. So now, okay, those guys are really weak to bombs. So I'm going to have Lance cast... focus on casting airstrikes on those guys. Gonna hit one of the eyeballs, and Anna, you are gonna freeze that one down there. Alright, good counter, Lance. Ooh, that one's staggered. Let's focus an airstrike on that one. So that should take that one out instantly. Matt, why don't you do a Swift Slash to deal enough damage to take that one down there out. And Anna, cast another Frost Arrow to... And of course it doesn't freeze them. And now Lance is dead. So now I need to get Natalie out and get Lance revived. So I'll probably need to take a turn to get him off screen, so he doesn't continue to remain low on health. Moving on, let's finish taking these guys out. Starting with you, and then these guys are Okay, not that weak to water attacks, but enough to where they can be frozen easily. So I can freeze that one. Alright, so these guys were a bit tougher than I expected. But that's okay, though, because they're finished. Never did I ever expect my strongest attacks to be a regular attack. Hellfire may berserk targets. I think something like that might be useful if we ever have instances where we go up against opponents that are, like, very magic focused, because if they're busy going berserk, then it's like, we should be mostly safe. But I'm gonna take this time to, like, re-explore the entire map. This is what you'll want to do now that you have the hammer, because there's a lot to re-explore now that we have the map. Metal earned, keen eye. Because, yeah, there's a lot we can explore here with this. Also, I'm noticing a bunch of things I haven't found yet in some of these. Like, I saw something shiny over here. Or at least I thought I did. Anyway, we can break this down here and get the Dreamcatcher staff. Which I think I remember being a fairly useful staff back in the previous games, I think. Oh, I did see something shiny back there. We still can't reach that yet. Also, let's see what, if there's any side quests we can beat at this time. There are not. Those two require holy water, and we don't have holy water yet. So right now, our best objective to do right now would be to mainly, let's just do like a corner search, kind of, is what would be a good thing to do here. Because I know there's quite a bit we could do with the hammer down here that we couldn't do yet because we were, you know, lacking in a few things. Oh, do we have a silver key? We do! So we can light that up, break this, and light the last candle over here, which will get this door open, allowing us to enter, I think, an area we haven't been to yet. Yeah, no, we haven't been in here yet. So yeah, lots of backtracking you'll want to do with the rock here. And I think there's a bit of a secret boss we can find in here. Yeah. This might be a bit dangerous, though, so you'll want to be careful. What is that on the ceiling? Well, that's more than a little bit disturbing. Alright, we got that. I also see that little hidden thing over there. We have the departed bow, which is like, I think, a dark-focused bow. The crossbow pin flare replaces weapon status effect with Doom, which Doom is like an instant death status effect, where within a limited number of turns, you know, can take something out, which I think may be useful for, like, casting Doom on some of your opponents. Well, what is that over there? A skeleton dragon? I'm not going to lie, I'm more than a little bit nervous now. Hyperventilates. Seems to be surrounded by some sort of powerful dark magic barrier. I'm sensing ultra-high levels of evilness emanating from it. I don't know if we're ready to take on this foe yet. We can get a quick scan on it. We have the Frost Wraith summon, may kill targets instantly. Well, that thing's high power, too. Hela's Staff randomly curses the player, may curse targets, boosts the power of dark skills. One of those high damaging stats, but also highly lowers a bunch of other stats, making it, you know, high attack power, but something. Looks like some kind of old sacrificial altar. I don't think the people in here died of natural causes. More likely they were tortured to death. Let's get out of here. There are a few enemies we can fight in here. What do you have to say? Oh my, a living person. Finally, I was trapped in here for days and I'm starving. Can I get a bite to eat? Oh my goodness, this is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. I'll get out of here when I finish looking around. Okay. I am interested in maybe at least giving this opponent a scan. Oh, we can't even reach it yet. So this magic circle thing is like a barrier that's preventing us from even getting the chance to fight it. I think I actually don't remember this fight in the original game, because I think I know there were some of these undead-like enemies here, like these guys, but I don't remember anything like this where it's like we're unable to fight anything until later on. I'm sure we'll get the chance to fight it eventually, but for now, best we just focus on go ahead and preparing some things. Let's start by getting a barrier up like always, just to be safe. Because I have no idea what these guys are going to throw at me. And then, why don't we prepare? Well, there's quite a few things we could prepare, but I think let's go ahead and get a scan bot on some of these new enemies. Because we got a couple of enemies to look at here. Some of them being more interesting than others. Specifically this guy right here, which seems to be an interesting danger we have here. We have the Sacred Room, a blessed ornament which uses holy attacks and may self-destruct at low HP, and the Undying Monolith, a haunted gravestone which uses dark and poison attacks and can inflict many status problems. Why not, since Matt's currently cursed, we go ahead and get Lance out here to cast some airstrikes. So we can hurry up and get that monolith taken down. In the meantime, we have a few other enemies we can deal with here. So why don't we focus... not sure what I want to focus on here, actually. But I think since a lot of these guys are weak to wind attacks, it might be a good idea to focus towards using Hurricane on them. Wait, what are these guys' weaknesses? They can be stunned, so why don't we stun one of them? And it doesn't get stunned, of course. Why don't we have Natalie focus bomb attacks on the monolith? Because out of all the things on screen right now, that monolith is the most dangerous thing on screen. So we really gotta make sure we get rid of that monolith at all costs, because if that thing stays on screen, and I'm pretty sure, yep, Lance is dead. Unless this thing decides not to go after Lance. No, Lance is dead. Alright, so I'll have to use this turn towards casting... Let's cast Refresh on Lance. Oh, that's a good one, because I can take out one of those guys, as well as deal some more damage to the... Uh-oh. The monolith is preparing a charge, so we're going to want to get ready here real quickly and hurry up and take it out. So if that thing stays on the field, it's going to hit us with a strong attack. I would be interested in showing it if it weren't for the fact that these guys are tough. So yeah, I'm just going to go do that now, so I don't have to worry about it later. Alright, let's try stunning them now. Okay, now it gets stunned. And now, why don't we begin finishing things off here with a shockwave. That was good. And, oh no, we have two more of these guys now. They can be stunned. That's the good news. Let's cast Pulse on that guy. Okay, that curse is beginning to become a bit more of a nuisance, so... Okay, by next wave, we're gonna want to get a barrier up. Ooh, good, that got rid of the curse. Alright, that leaves only one enemy left on screen now. Why don't we get Matt back out here, because his status effects should be gone at this point. And sure enough it is. So let's have Natalie take this turn to get a barrier put up. And then Matt, activate the protection spell again, since no one's cursed anymore. Then, Anna, you do the honors of finishing this guy off so we can enter the next wave. And oh dear, We have 3 monoliths on screen, and Matt just got the Doom status effect, which is really bad. We're in trouble. So at this time, Anna, you cast Purify, and why don't we have Anna activate her Limit Break? I probably should have whipped out Lance for this, because he has Oblivion. Well, we can do that next turn. So these guys, okay, they're weak to holy attacks, actually, so this could still work. But have him activate the good old Cleaver, because that's a strong attack. Still really strong attacks, though, so we gotta be careful. Alright, and what's that gonna do? Is that also gonna curse us? Yep, it does. Alright, so I think at this time, let's get Lance out here to activate his Limit Break. Which, if I remember correctly, it should be Oblivion. We do also have the Ion Cannon, but I haven't leveled that up very much yet. Let's cast Heal More so everyone remains well healed. And then Anna, what do I want to do with Anna? Why don't we have Anna activate Hurricane? Considering the fact, well, no, the monoliths don't have those kind of weaknesses, though, so let's just cast a Holy Arrow on the weak enemy. Leaving only 2 of the monoliths left. They're charging up a strong attack now, so we gotta hurry up and take them down. And, of course, we have to focus this turn towards support because one of our party members is now dead. Meaning that we're probably all going to die right now. And, of course, none of Anna's abilities are very useful against these guys. The only one that's very useful is the Mighty Oak, and that's a pretty weak attack. At this point, though, let's just go all out and see. Mighty Oak, show these chumps to never underestimate the power of the forest. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very strong attack. Leaving it all up to you now, Lance. Unleash a strong attack. And that was not a strong attack, so we're probably all going to die here. Oh, that actually isn't a very strong attack. That's what happens when children try to fight a real battle. Nonetheless, the 2 party members are still dead. I was expecting, with the fact that it was a charge attack, that it was going to be something stronger. That was actually relatively weak. In terms of what I was expecting. Still pretty strong, though. No, Lance, you're only making it stronger. Oh, geez, we're really weak right now. We need to hurry up and take these guys down, because if any of these guys remain on screen, we're not going to be able to take them out. Alright. Soul Arrow should be able to finish that guy off. Yes, it does. Alright, we're good now. I'm okay if any of these guys die. Okay, that was much tougher than I was expecting it to be, but we should get a lot of XP out of that. And we do. Unfortunately, we still have one more encounter left in here, so that should give us a lot of MP, though, or AP, that we should be able to take this time to go ahead and get something else upgraded. Oh, we can really upgrade lumber now. What else could I upgrade while I'm here? There's quite a few things we could upgrade, actually. I think I want to focus on upgrading some of our other abilities, specifically the Mighty Oak a bit. Let's upgrade Soul Arrow, seeing how we're going to be using that a bit. Yeah. I'm going to upgrade those. For Matt, what do I want to upgrade with Matt? I could give him the Hellfire ability, except I don't want to waste any MP right now. I could also activate Big Spark, except I don't think we're ready for that just yet. We can activate the Holy Sword, which is an expert attack for that. We can max out Fume. We could level up Cleaver once. I'm kind of interested in doing that. Although it is kind of expensive. So why not for now? We get ourselves some of these stronger abilities, specifically Eruption, Iceberg, Holy Sword, since they're stronger than the previous abilities, and Cataclysm. Individual powers that are much stronger than our previous abilities, making them far more useful, allowing us, also, getting Holy Sword allows us to get the last limit break that Matt can get, Ragnarok, a widespread sword attack. And with that, let's upgrade. What do I want to upgrade now? I guess Quick Slash. And then, okay, we're back to full health now, so let's go ahead and save progress and move on to the next encounter. We have 2 more waves of more dangerous enemies, so let's actually focus all out on the attack at the moment. Because these things are quite dangerous, so I'm going to want to focus all out on... I can get them tired, so let's do a Gaia Blossom. Because by getting them tired, we can do that. And these guys are weak to dark attacks, so do I have Pulsar yet? No, I don't. But I can take these guys out one by one each turn. Although I am going to also have to make sure I remain on the support. Oh yeah, those guys can destroy themselves as well. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye out for, and I think... Okay, Lance just got dispelled, so I guess it was slightly a good thing I didn't go too far with that. But we're going to want to remain with Purify as well as Natalie healing in terms of those effects. Thankfully, the other enemies are now off screen, that I can focus a bit more towards the attack. And yikes, that's a strong attack. I'm pretty sure... Okay, Natalie's dead. Natalie is dead. So let's go ahead and whip out a coffee and get Natalie back up. Natalie, why don't you cast a bomb attack on that one? And then Anna, you can cast a soul arrow. Now that you're a bit upgraded, leaving only 1 left. Except they do decide to kill off Anna again. Alright, why don't we... Anna's getting a bit weak in terms of her status effects, so why don't we whip out Matt at this time. Then continue with the airstrikes. Then go ahead and, I have no way to make us immune to status effects since Anna's currently off screen. So let's just prepare a regular healing attack to see how we fare against this attack. Okay, we're good. Alright, with that though, this enemy should go down no problem. Also, I'm pretty sure Holy Sword is now just as strong as our regular attack, except with the fact that we don't waste MP, our regular attack is still the more useful option. Let's see, how strong compared to our Blast spell? Blast is still super strong. So let's stick with the Blast. And of course, Natalie is once again dead. We're growing us threat. Let's get Anna off screen because Anna's dying way too much. Or no, Natalie is dying way too much. So let's get a regular attack in on this guy. And now we've got some even deadlier enemies to worry about. So let's start with... Okay, these guys are very weak to those kind of attacks. They're also very weak to Holy, so... Very good thing we have Matt out for this. I do wish we had some more useful abilities, though. They are also weak to Earth attacks, so let's try a Gaia Blossom so we can lower their accuracy and evasion. Which ends up not even tiring out any of them. I probably should have paid attention to see if... Oh dear. That does not look good. I'm gonna need to whip out Anna, and then we get Lance off the field. Because Lance is in trouble now. So let's get Lance off the field. Whip out Matt so we can activate protection. Then why don't we cast Refresh on Natalie so Natalie has the least chance of dying now. Although, watch these guys go all out on, like, magic attacks specifically. Okay, no, I think we're doing pretty good. So I'd say it's probably a good thing we focused all out on the defense. Good thing Natalie is still alive. Alright, but I need to make sure that Matt stays as the attacker in all of this. And, oh, we're both about to die, though. Alright. Let's keep Anna alive, and we can revive Matt next turn. But I'm certain that Matt's about to die here. Like, it only takes one of them to... And it ends up being Anna that's the... Or no, Natalie that's the one who dies. I had all my money on the idea that, Matt was going to be the one who was going to die. Nope. It ends up being, Natalie again, meaning that I have to waste another coffee. Alright, we really need to deal with that evil worm, so let's focus all the attacks on the worm, because I'm pretty sure as long as the worm stays on screen, it'll just keep throwing out attack after attack. So we need to, focus all our attacks on the worm. Well, it's going to be kind of difficult because we keep having to heal. And let's also keep the defenses up. Matt can always perform a counter, so I'm not too worried about him. What I want to focus on is just trying to attack the evil one. So let's... Okay, he has the weakened status effect, so he should progressively get weaker. And he whipped out another evil tail, so we really need to take this guy down. Otherwise, this fight's gonna get difficult. Okay, that happened. Let's focus all out on holy attacks this turn on the evil worm, because we're very close to taking him out. Please tell me that's enough. Okay, that was enough. Now we just gotta deal with these worms. Which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Ah, Anna's blessed. She can't get stunned by anything like that. So we don't have to worry about Anna. Let's keep at it with the, let's go with Gaia Blossom, actually. Considering how widespread that is. Let's keep at it with the regular attacks for Matt. Yes! The double hit. Then we can have Natalie perform a shine on one of them. Actually, nope, that's probably our best attack to use on these guys. Okay, Anna's limit break is now ready. So, why don't we whip out Lance? That way Lance can take some hits, so we can charge up his limit break. Then why don't we keep Soul Arrow going? So those guys can get weakened. Let's see what that Holy Sword looks like. Okay, it's very similar to the attack that sometimes we have the chance of activating. So, in terms of what Lance can do, he can do a flame shot on these guys. Alright, so these guys should be going down one by one at this point. One of them is already down. And I think one more turn ought to do it for these guys. That should finish them off. And they are down. Very close to leveling up, but not quite. Nonetheless, we've gotten some good stuff going there. Let's continue doing some looking around to find some rocks to smash. So I want to take as many out as I can. Oh, that's right, there's also a door over here. We couldn't get this door open because that rock was preventing us from pushing that one forward. So now we can push these forward now that we have the hammer to smash the boulder. Oh no, not another dark area. Ooh, a tomb. Spooky. Hey, what's behind you, Natalie? I think it's a ghost. Stop mocking me. Alright, what all do we got in here? We got that for that. Oh, that's cool. The more lighting we have, the easier it is to see around here. I think I heard something rattling up ahead. We're not alone in here. Alright, it's fine. We got... Ew, I stepped on something crunchy. Well, that seemed to whip out some chests, allowing us to find the Demon Skull hat. High stats, but randomly curses the player. Dark Flare may dispel targets, may debuff targets' attack. We have the Bone Blade Sword. May weaken targets, may debuff targets' defense, may cast Fright with certain skills. So nice dark weapon right there. We also have the Bone Armor, which also high stats, but randomly curses the player. So some slightly useful stuff, but with dangerous drawbacks to them. So, and we have more enemies to fight. Luckily, after this, we should be able to level up. That's the good news. So let's whip out those airstrikes and take these enemies down. I can't cast a holy attack on them, otherwise that would be bad. Let's cast Hurricane. That should take some of them out. Because then we can cast Screamer, which somehow wasn't enough to finish them off. And they're both using attacks that are a bit dangerous. That's okay, though, because we said... Oh, they get to make their move now? But they were the ones that were attacking. The turn was supposed to be over. That makes no sense at all. Well, it's fine, though. We got this in the bag. We just have to... And Anna got siphoned, so it is useless keeping Anna on screen at this time. Let's go ahead and start whipping out those airstrikes. You know how I like doing it. Specifically targeting the monolith. Let's think about trying to keep our party members here healed. So I think I'll have Matt give a pumpkin to Lance. Then Natalie, you... Why don't we take out the sacred runes first, because they can also be fairly dangerous. It's a good thing that... Good thing that Lance is dead. Okay. Alright, let's get Lance back up. Because Lance needs to stay in this through to the end. Alright, let's go ahead and get... Of course it's the individual airstrike and not widespread. Of course. Matt doesn't have any useful widespread abilities, so let's just cast Screamer. Since it weakens magic attack and deals, should take that one out. May have nightmares after that. Yeah, most likely so. And Lance is probably about to die unless we get super lucky. And that no one targets. And Natalie dies. Of course, out of all the characters to die, it ends up being Natalie. Out of all the characters that have been dying recently, I've been really noticing that it's always Natalie that's the one who dies often in all of this. And it is kind of getting on my nerves as of how often Natalie has been dying. Alright, let's get those guys out of here. So we only have to worry about the monolith. This attack, I'm pretty sure, is only dangerous because it has the chance of instant death, like that. Because now we have to use another coffee to revive some more characters. We're going to want to make sure we stock up on some more coffees after this, probably. Alright, let's get a regular attack in on this guy this turn. So we do something, and Matt's dead again. Alright, so let's revive Matt, and then get him off screen and bring Lance back out here. Because Lance at least has half of his health. So we can focus now on casting an airstrike, and will this deal enough damage to finish him off? Actually, I probably should have done something else, but doesn't matter. We won, and that... Oh no, it was enough to level all 4 of them up. Great. Because, that means that things went a little bit better than expected. Alright, next encounter. We only have one wave this time, luckily. There is still quite a bit here, so let's whip out those airstrikes and focus on taking down some opponents. Starting with that Sacred Rune. Those always start off fairly dangerous. And then... Okay, these guys are mostly magic focused, so I don't know the usefulness of that. So let's start with just casting some soul arrows on these guys. Okay, they're targeting Anna. Nothing too dangerous yet. Those always unleash some dangerous status effects that really are a big bother. Luckily, we do have some strong attacks now. Thanks to Natalie getting her stats buffed. So why don't we focus... actually, I kind of want Lance to focus on some fire attacks this turn on the other enemies. Because they're going to be a bit of a nuisance as long as they stay on screen. So yeah, let's focus on some holy attacks on these other side enemies. I know some of them are probably going to die. Let's actually try and stun that one with a electric arrow. Yep, I knew that Natalie was going to die there. Because Natalie always dies. Let's actually whip out Matt for this. And give Natalie a coffee. Then cast Heal More. And then Anna, you're going to finish off that enemy there. Leaving only 2 enemies left on screen. That was very close. Anna almost died quite the cruel death there. Nonetheless, the only thing that can harm us with these charge attacks are instant death. Which is something I'm not too worried about. So I'm mainly focused all out at this point on just trying to take these guys down. So I'm just going to focus all out on attack this turn, because, yeah, it's always the instant death attacks. Which I currently have no way to counter against. Luckily, we do have plenty of coffees, but I think once we're done exploring this area, we may want to think about exploring, getting our hands on some more coffees at some point, because we're running out of useful healing abilities for these guys. Mark on my pretty face and you'll regret it. Alright, good counter, Matt. We really need to cure some of the status effects that she has. At this time, let's cast some more spells. Cast another blast. What else can we cast on it? Let's cast a soul arrow. And then it is immune to wind attacks, so let's just cast a regular attack for this round. Because one more hit this next turn should finish it off. And yep, I was right. Is that the last of them? Because we've been... Okay, that's the last of them. Continuing on with our mission to use rock smash on everything. We've returned to Whitefall Town. That is what it was called, right? Which, oh, there's something in here we missed. I'm amazed we actually missed something. And what was up here? Oh, the Ashwood Forest. We can now open that up now that we have the hammer. There's quite a few other things we can still explore at this time, so let's look around carefully and make sure we find everything. We still need a golden key for that, so until we find a golden key, we can't get in there. We did look over here already, right? Yeah, we did. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, we did find everything here. And then, was there anything else here? We bought all the weapons from the equipment shop here. So mainly it's just going to be me kind of doing some backtracking this episode. to look at what all we can smash with the hammer. So there's quite a few rocks over here. We can also open up a bit of a shortcut over to here now. So yeah, quite a bit we can do. Wait a minute, did I never open this chest over here? Let's quick go see for a moment, because it sort of looks like we haven't opened this chest. So let me real quickly here. We should be able to take these guys out quickly because of our high level, but I want to see here if we can take quick take that out and get that chest, because it sort of looks like we haven't gotten that chest. Almost took everything out in one turn. Very close, but not quite. It did, well, technically we did, since we did perform a counter. No, we never opened that chest. Oh, how cute. Snow Kitty. Okay. Alright, and then here... Oh, that's right, we don't have the batteries anymore. So I can't entirely see if there's anything over there that I missed. Okay, that's where the... Wait, did we get the chest down there? Yeah, we did. Was there anything else over here that could be opened up with the stones? Or the hammer? So I know there's a few things inside the waste disposal plant we can open up with the hammer now. So let's do some looking around back in the waste disposal plant now that we have them. First off, we have over here and over here to explore. Ah, yes, this. Some openings here. We have that character there. Except we're mainly interested in just passing through it this time. I know we're gonna want to go back through here eventually to find some stuff, but for now, I'm mainly just focused on seeing what all can be opened with the hammer. Because I know for a fact that with the fact that there's another thing we can't reach yet, one of the switches. I know for a fact we can't reach the secret boss quite yet. We'll get to it eventually, but for now, we're kind of just left to do some looking around here. And, okay, we still can't reach that chest there yet, because that one is one that requires the, that's the one that requires another upgrade we don't have yet. We also can't get back over there without the batteries. So let's go quickly pick up the batteries. Let's just pick all these up, because just so we can hold on to them for now. No, I just want to open up this doorway over here. Just so I can make sure we didn't miss anything over here. Okay, there is a secret treasure chest here. So I am glad we came back here. And there's an alternate route we can take here to where we fought the boss. So it isn't even that big of a deal. We can just go right over here. Hey, how you doing? The Praetorian has been defeated by humans. ROB92 would be surprised if ROB92 had that emotion installed. These backup energy reserves are no longer needed. You may dispose of them. Some plasma balls. Okay. And then, oh yeah, this is the, where we'll have to face the boss. We still can't get back there yet, though, because we still have that lever on the other side of that door that we can't reach yet. And again, we can't reach it yet. I'm going to take back these batteries, though, at this time. Just in case we may need them later on. Because I know that this game likes to bring back up key items. These games like to bring back up key items that we used earlier in later on sections. So I know it'll probably be a good idea to hold on to these. That's everything at the waste disposal plant. So that's like the entire town, just about the entire lower section. So let's re-explore now the Crystal Caverns, because well, actually, no. Because I'm pretty sure... Let's actually head back to the main town. Now that we're able to. Because I know there's still a few things we might have missed back at the town that we could also look around at. So let's head back to good old Greenwood Village now that we're back here, because I'm certain there's still probably a few other things we might have missed now that we can smash some stuff with the stone. Or smash some stuff with the hammer. I keep mixing up my words today. Wait, did we have some new things to say from these characters? Yeah, this guy. Oh, Anna, it's been so boring around here without you. I found this gem, and it reminded me of you, so you can have it. That was nice. Okay, there's that. What was up here again? Anything we can smash? Metal earned plants eat you. There should be some slime bunnies in the river, but they might be quite hard to find. Oh, I think this is the pathway leading into the next area, is what this is. Is this the pathway to the next area? Yeah, it looks like it. This is, I believe, the next area, the jungle. I don't quite want to do this yet for this episode, though. So let's hold off on this area for now, and we'll come back to that later. This is an alternate route from Greenwood Village, too. That's pretty cool. We can also go back here, and now that we've destroyed that rock, we can come back here and pick up a piece of pizza. Alright, I want to keep looking around on the map, though, before we enter the jungle. Because, again, there's still a bit here we have not discovered quite yet. And I want to make sure I find it all. So now we're going to head back into the Ashwood Forest to see if we missed anything in there. So yeah, this game always likes its tricky pathways. There's quite a bit I'm sure we can find here now that we have the hammer. Again, this entire episode's going to be focused towards finding things that we can use the hammer on. Still not a lot we can do here back at the caverns. So yeah, if we see anything that we can use this on, I'm going to be sure to use it. This game does have a good soundtrack. I am going to point that out now. Anything up here I can use rocks smash on? Nope, there isn't. What's over here, though? Somewhere I don't think I'm supposed to be yet, I'd say. Anywhere else we have not explored yet here? Okay, this is like the entrance into the Crystal Caverns. I don't want to quite head into the Crystal Caverns just yet, because I'm pretty sure I remember the entrance to the Crystal Caverns also being like the... also containing a pathway leading to the next area, if I remember correctly. Or am I thinking of a different game? I could be thinking of a different game as well. That is a probability. Here is an alternate entrance into the jungle. The Lanky Root Jungle, I think that's what that's called. Let's see here. Golden Brick Desert is up here. We can fight this enemy up here at this time. Let's save progress to make sure all of our hard work doesn't go to waste. I can see a town over there in the desert, but we can't get over this gap. That's so cheap. How conveniently inconvenient. We're gonna have to go through the jungle then. There's no other way. Let's see. How powerful are these enemies here? Of course, we don't even know what they are, so let's go ahead and give them a scan. We have the Veggie Slimes. Very weak enemy that only uses standard attack. Interesting how we encounter these kind of slimes this late into the game. Alright, well let's go ahead and go all out with some attacks on them. Actually, I got a better idea. Next turn, of course. Alright, they're done. Alright, take those guys down. I want to go ahead and whip out Natalie because she has a widespread fire attack we have now, known as Firestorm, which deals some decent enemies. It's like casting Fireball, but I can target everything. Awesome. Alright, let's also use Arrow Rain. I don't think that'll be enough to... Nope, that barely wasn't enough to take them all out. We should be able to take them all out next turn. We also got a big slime over there. Oh, and No Legs finishes off the other ones. Okay. Alright, so let's have Natalie actually be the one to summon Scanbot this time to see what we're up against. This is the Big Veggie Slime, which is basically just a big version of, you know, Veggie Slime. Also very easy to freeze, so I'll go ahead and cast some flame attacks and then just go ahead and freeze it every turn. We just keep doing that and it'll just keep getting frozen every turn. That's gonna make this fight super easy. We just keep this combo going and we'll be set. So let's do it. Cast that Eruption attack, which I think this is our first time doing that. Crispy. Any other useful abilities, though, that might be better to attack with? Dark Shot is definitely stronger and deals just as much damage, so it'll probably be better to focus towards that instead of the fire attacks for now. A good random attack. And that was not enough to finish you off. This should finish you off, though. And down they go. Not a lot of XP, though. They are basic slime enemies. I was only coming back here for... Oh, a coral key. We haven't even found any coral locks yet. Okay. We're still trying to look for the solution to the gold locks, but okay. That works. We have a chest back here that gives us the Go sticker, a sticker that boosts evade. And okay, we're all on the map. Have we gone up to this point? Because there's a lot of paths that we could take. We've already been in the Ashwood Forest. I want to focus on the Crystal Caverns now, because there's a lot to discover here. There sure is a lot of boulders for us to destroy. Backtracking sucks. I don't mind. Think of the treasure. Yeah, that's what pretty much vast majority of this episode has been, is just finding what all we can smash with the hammer. It doesn't look like we've been up here yet. I don't think we can go up here yet. This is the Golden Brick Desert, did that say? Ooh, we have the Ancient Monolith Pet. Defends the whole party for 1 turn. That'll be useful if we really need to get an emergency defense set up. We haven't been hardly using summons, which is something we should be using more often. But yeah, we can't open up that shortcut yet, so we'll unfortunately have to come back later, once we have the right abilities. Is there anything down here? There's a lot down that way. Let's start with this way first. There's so many paths. Many twists and turns, that's for sure. Wait, did you have something to say? Congratulations on solving the... Oh, just a congratulations on solving the puzzle. That's all that was. And then this, I remember, is where we came from... from the waste disposal plant, if I remember correctly. Yeah. We're back here now. So yeah, a lot of this world really seems more interconnected compared to the previous Epic Battle Fantasy, because previous Epic Battle Fantasies, it was just kind of a different plethora of areas that didn't seem entirely interconnected, and we were just trying to make our way over to face Akron. Can never tell which of these shiny spots are secret items I can pick up and which ones are just something else entirely. And then if I remember correctly, this over here was where the initial exit into the village was. Which we can now pick up the deep blue gun. We'll just grab a couple more of these rocks. And we'll find a little bit more before we continue forward. Wait a minute. Let me look at that map more carefully, because I think... Okay, I think we've already taken a look at that part of the Crystal Cavern, so we don't have to worry about that at the moment. We do have... I do see an alternate route. Maybe it's right there? No, we got that already. So I think we've done just about everything then. Yeah, we've done just about everything we can do in this area for now, until we get our hands on some more abilities. So that should be the entire every area now. So up next time on Epic Battle Fantasy, we shall enter the jungle and work our way from there. Oh, I haven't opened that up. I didn't even notice that there. That should be everything though. So we should be good to move on to the next area, which should be right over here. Back to the good old village. Just to double check, one last thing before we end off this episode is that I know we were a bit lacking in some healing items, so this might be a good opportunity to buy more things. Did we buy every weapon from here? We did. Okay, good. So we bought all the weapons, so let's take this time to use a bit of our cash to buy some food, because we could use some healing items. So we saw that we were running a bit low on coconuts, which are a decent healing item for the time being. So let's buy a few coconuts, a few pineapples, because pineapples were definitely a highly useful healing item that we enjoyed using often throughout our adventure. So I may want to stock up on a few of those. Which, oh boy, used up the vast majority of our cash. And you know how much we need these coffees, so make sure we have up to roughly 30. We have plenty of garlic, I'd say. How many sundaes? Well, we don't have that many party members with that much yet, so let's buy, like, maybe just one of that. Okay, I think we're good in terms of healing items. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, so I just wanted to do that. So let's head back up here. Back to what will be the starting area for next episode. The Lanky Root Jungle. Lots to do here in episode-wise. So we'll get to that all next episode. So, until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.